With their third-round pick that they acquired from the Lions in their trade down in round 1, the Dallas Cowboys drafted Cooper Beebe, the offensive lineman out of Kansas State. He played mostly guard at Kansas State. For Dallas, this is your new starting center. This is the role he will be playing for the Cowboys in 2024 and beyond. And unlike most of the picks that happen, the Cowboys have actually drafted my best available player. I had Cooper Beebe as my number 3 rated offensive guard. Several other interior offense had gone off the board. A bunch of tackles had gone off the board before him. Beebe was my number 41 overall player, my number 3 ranked guard. He has played left tackle and guard and all over the offensive line. Hasn't played much center. So there is going to be some position change involved here. He did practice some at center, though. So he's snapped the ball before. There is some projection in here from this perspective. But I was okay with Tyler. I didn't love it. It was fine with Guyton. I didn't love Marshawn Kneeland. I love this pick. This is my favorite pick for the Dallas Cowboys so far in this year's NFL Draft. I think they have a starting caliber center. They got the best available player left on my board. How can I not be hyped about that? They have Cooper Beebe coming in. He will move from mostly left guard to center. Maybe you have the snap adjustment. You got months to work on that with an actual plan in place here for it. I love this pick. This is an A pick for me. I am excited about it. How do you feel about the selection of Cooper Beebe, the guard who's going to be a center out of Kansas State? We'll break down the pros, the cons, the general overview stuff here. How do you feel about it? A, B, C, D, or F? It is the pinned comment on this video. If the ad comes on YouTube, take advantage of it. Head down there and go vote. Let's talk general overview here and why there is some projection involved here, why he slipped. Cooper Beebe has some of the shortest arms you will see in this year's NFL Draft, and among the offensive linemen, 30.5-inch arms is extreme outlier from that perspective. Now, despite that arm length, he started games at tackle. He started 13 games at left tackle, 9 games at right tackle, and did really well. Now, you can't play that size guy at tackle. That's why he eventually started most of his games at left guard. 26 starts there at left guard, has a handful of right guard snaps mixed in there as well. But even 31.5-inch arms is dangerously small for a guard. Most teams, that's below their threshold. That's why many people thought he was a center option, or at least has the flexibility to be a center option from that perspective. So he didn't play center. I was told he practiced at center. So there are snap experience, and the big thing you'll be working on here is getting him up to speed as a full-time center. Because you're not drafting a backup guard in the 3rd round. You're drafting a center. That is going to be the plan. PFF, these are PFF grades, by the way. They love him. He was the Big 12 offensive lineman in back-to-back years, by the way. Dallas is not done, and we're not done on this prediction here, or picks, reaction, everything else there. Hit that sub button for more free Dallas Cowboys YouTube videos right here on the channel, youtube.com/Cowboys TV. We have you covered with everything going on around the Dallas Cowboys, so don't miss out. Hit that sub button right now. Cooper Beebe, I think at his best, is a downhill run blocker who tested awesome athletically. I think he's at his best as a run blocker. You didn't have good run blocking this past year. Your scheme and your play was not very good. Cooper Beebe surprised many with how well he tested athletically. Almost 93rd percentile among all offensive guards. I'm going to put him here as a center on the athletic testing side. He goes to still about the 92nd percentile, so no real change there between center and guard. I think his technique overall, I think, is pretty solid. He's normally in good position. That kind of helps overcome those length issues that he has. Steady player. The man looks like a guard in the center, doesn't he? He got that bowling ball build. That like I'm a thick boy. I'm gonna be a mauler and a run blocker. That like high shoulder pads. Yeah, if I showed you a silhouette and said what position did he play? Guard, lineman. You'd pick one of those, right? I think he holds up pretty well versus power. He digs out blockers well. He is training, by the way, with Duke Manyweather, who many of you guys know trains a lot of the Dallas Cowboys offensive linemen. He is kind of like the secret Cowboys offensive line coach to an extent there. Want to feel good about this pick? Go watch Texas's game. Against top 50 picks, Tavondre Sweat and Byron Murphy, he played great. He didn't get beat very often. That stuff matters to me. Highly intelligent kid, on and off the field, by the way. Tested super well. The 5.03.40 at 3.22 was pretty incredible. All of those things are why I had a second-round grade on him and a top 50 overall pick in this year's class. The negatives, why he fell, coming up here in a little bit. The why it might not work out stuff, right? But today's show is made possible by Game Time. Maybe you sweated the round 2 pick. You're not sweating the third-round pick, maybe. Game Time takes the guesswork, though, which is full of the draft for guesswork, out of the ticket buying process. See the view from your seat before you buy, so you know exactly what to expect when you arrive. Game Time has deals on tickets right at the start of the event, even an hour after it starts. It is the place to find last-minute seats. Find exclusive flash deals and sponsored deals on tickets for football, basketball, and concerts, comedy, theater, and more. Download the Game Time app today, create your account, and use code CHATSPORTS. That's CHATSPORTS, CHATSPORTS, for $20 off your first purchase. Download Game Time today for last-minute tickets, the lowest price, all guaranteed. We appreciate Game Time sponsoring us here at the Cowboys Report. We won't hide from the negatives either. Those are real things. Why did a guy that, Tom, you had ranked in your top 50, why is he there at 73? Length. Size matters. And Cooper Beebe's arm length is, it's an extreme outlier. And I think that tends to impact his recovery ability. You know, if guys get into him, he doesn't always have the ability to kind of force those arms to lock back out and set and hold on if he gets beat a little bit. But those things get mitigated at center. So I think why he fell, some teams didn't think he could play guard like I did. And we saw all the centers all slid. Graham Barton slid relative to the consensus, right? Zach Frazier slid. Jax Powers-Johnson slid. Cooper Beebe ends up being the 4th center taken, basically. So the length is honestly like it's like the only negative I have is length, recovery. And I didn't think he was a true 93rd percentile athlete at Kansas State. I thought he was more like 70th percentile. But he tested very well. That stuff matters because especially offensive line, you can't always see it, you know? O-line stuff. I do value athletic testing. The length is the only thing that he's lacking right there. I love this pick. I think they nailed this selection. They have their left tackle. They have their left guard. They have their center. They have their right guard for now in Zach Martin. TJ Bass will be your long-term replacement, I think, there. You have Terrence Steele in there for now. Now you have Brock Hoffman as your super swing backup on the interior. Don't we feel way better about this offensive line now? By adding Cooper Beebe, this team is in way better shape at the center position. I think he can handle the transition. This is my favorite pick by far so far. I love when Dallas takes my best available player. And they did it here. How can I not be thrilled about it? Do you like this pick by the Dallas Cowboys? You can be honest with me in the comments section. Why for yes and for no. Look, I put all the effort in. I don't talk to my wife many nights doing this stuff after work hours. My board is my board. It's independent of who the teams are because we do it for all 30 teams here at Chat Sports. When the Cowboys take my best available player, let's freaking go. I love it. And that's what they did here. They took my best available player. It is an absolute yes for me. You can vote with your opinion, though, in the comments. Why for yes and for no.